Today, it's going to be a little bit different in terms of the show. We're not just speaking about men, we're speaking about women too. And so many women have asked me, written me, what do I do in terms of shoes? I love my husband's shoes. I love my boyfriend's shoes. I love the men shoes whom I work with, and I would really like to adopt that aesthetic in my life, but I don't want to look like I'm wearing men's shoes. Well, it is possible to find shoes that look great for women, that are classic shoes, that are going to have that durability, that construction, that design, that, panache, that's going to really pull your classic outfits together and make you go out there and with confidence and feel like that you're completely put together and coherent in your appearance. And so what I want to start with, first of all, is my own shoe collection. It is from Lottusse. That's in Mallorca. The city's Inca, which is in the heart of Mallorca in Spain. And there's a lot of different shoes here that I got from this company that I think is very coherent for a woman. So I'm just going to jump right in and show you a few of the shoes. We'll start with my very first shoe. It wasn't in blue, but it was the same design. It happened to be a burgundy shoe. And it's my first shoe I ever got from Lottusse. And I was shocked, not only because it had a little bit, of flair and a little bit of femininity, although many men love this shoe. It's more like a Scottish type shoe or a gothing shoe. It has that kind of vibe. So my first shoe was like this. It was burgundy. It had the fringe secured by a buckle with the fringe overlaying the vamp. And it's a loafer, so you just throw these on and pull them off. Very easy to wear. I wore it so much. It's in the United States right now. I would show it to you that I literally am ready to get a little bit of repair and a refurbishing on that shoe. So I wore that shoe, I think, for 2 years. I think people got tired of seeing me wearing this shoe. Okay, later on, let's jump forward. I think when we released the book, The Art of Male Footwear, I got this same shoe, same version, only in light blue. Okay, I haven't worn it so much, and if I confess, it really doesn't go with my classic outfits, but it goes great with blue jeans. So if I wear a denim, I love to put this shoe with it. And funny thing, when I wear this style shoe, whether it's the burgundy one or the blue one, if I'm walking in the airport, walking outside, so many people will look down, and a lot of people will approach me and ask me about my shoes. Which brings me to the point. There have been so many times I've seen women in gorgeous classic outfits, tailored coats, beautiful made to measure, bespoke, or even off the rack suits, whether the suits are with the trouser or with the skirt. And I look down and the shoes are a disaster. And you know why? It's not their fault. It's just so hard to find classic shoes that look as good as the men's shoes, because face it, the men's shoes are made to last. Some of these shoes can be resold and even passed down to the next generation. It's a serious business, the crafting of men's shoes, and I don't think women's shoes have been given that kind of attention and that kind of serious thought in terms of a design that will last, be durable, but also super stylish, super classic, and go with tailored outfits. Not only can you go with, this is called the kilty loafer, which is fantastic for women. You can also go with an Oxford, like the guys. And the Oxford, I think it's our second Sartorial Talks show we did on the Oxford. This is probably the most classic shoe that exists. Okay, it's pink. It's a pink shoe, but you know what? I wear this with so many different things. I think it goes with every color in my closet. That's been the biggest surprise of all my Lottusse shoes, and my other shoes too, is that I can wear a pink shoe with almost anything in spring and summer. Of course, fall and winter, it's a little more somber, a little more, layered. And so the pink shoe doesn't work so well. But spring, summer, I wear this shoe so much, and look, it looks like it's new still. So when you choose a shoe, look for the quality of leather. And I think with the Lottusse, I think they hit it on the mark in terms of good quality leather. So these shoes are lasting me a lot. I'm wearing them a lot too. Next, if you're a woman and you want to do something a little playful, and that's your personality, not to be so somber, but you want to experience that classic shoe, go for a Spectator. And I'm going to reach to the right because these are my favorite Spectators. Okay, a Spectator is a two-tone shoe. It can be a derby, it can be an Oxford, it can even be a loafer. Now, with this particular shoe, it is the most classic of classic. It is a wingtip brogued Oxford, and it is made to order. It is not a typical shoe that you just buy. I had to contact Lottusse and give them the specifics of how to craft these shoes. Very, very easy shoe to wear. Goes with almost everything. The Spectator, as you know, is a shoe that was designed to be darker on the bottom, or maybe you don't know. It's designed to be darker on the bottom for outdoor wear so that the elements like wet grass or dirt won't ruin the shoes, but then still it gives that lighter two-toned element on the top of the shoe just to give that type of style and flair. And that's why I think it goes really well in terms of women pairing the Spectator with classic wear. Now, you've seen some examples of the shoes in my wardrobe, and I just want to go over in your mind why you would want to do something like this in terms of wear a nice classic shoe. Well, first of all, it's a way to be stylish, but also feminine. Lottusse and some other companies have, and not many other companies, but a few have really placed the focus on how to design a classic shoe and still keep it feminine, still keep the flair, the style. If you look at these shoes, I'm going to show you some pictures of me wearing them. The fun shoe that I really enjoyed, my first shoe with the fringe, I wore actually to Scotland when we filmed the documentary on Harris tweed. And another time we did an interview with Alexandra Sartori, where I'm wearing this specific shoe. So you'll get the idea of whether this is a shoe that would work well with you or not. And you'll get to see how when you wear tailored clothes, when you have a good shoe like this, how everything flows. It's just so coherent. You feel so much more confident when you can just close out the outfit with a really fine shoe. Now, this next shoe, the Spectator, I would say I've probably worn, I'll get this shoe again. Let's get a different color. This one, which is great for winter. I showed you a lot of summer and spring shoes. You can go down in depth of color with the Spectator shoe. This type of shoe I wear almost all the time to any type of event because it adds like celebration to the event. And you'll see when we show you a few pictures of me wearing the shoe how you get that more celebratory vibe when you wear the Spectator. The Oxford, and of course I've shown you the pink Oxford. I wear this in more serious situations like a business meeting or maybe just getting together with friends where I'm really not trying to stand out. I'm just trying to complement the environment. So I'll show you a few pictures of me wearing the Oxford too, so you can decide out of these three styles which is best for you. Now I'm gonna just throw in something from left field, and I'm going to reach because I also got from Lottusse some pumps, which are really nice for evening wear or any time you need to just like dress it up a little bit. This has broguing, and it looks almost like an Oxford, only if you look here, it has half leather and also half wooden heel. So it looks like an Oxford, only it's got that feminine twist in that they've added a pump. So there are a lot of options that you can look to. Like if you're really not feeling like you can go to this men's style element, the touch of the men's style element, and you want to stay really feminine to the nth degree, you can go with a heel, but with the men's style elements. Now, I can say I've had these shoes for years, and it's not something that I just discovered a few months ago and that I'm trying to relay to you now. So I can speak from experience when I say this and some other shoes that I have, but in regard to these Lottusse shoes, they have been something that I've been able to rely on, and they've had good longevity. And so when you put $300 or $400 in a shoe, it's not something like many of my other women's shoes that you're going to have to throw out out next year, which is so frustrating. So that at least you can have the peace of knowing you invest, and it is an investment. It's something that's going to last throughout time and that you can rely on. So this is our summary of, if you're a woman and you want to try a shoe that's classic style, and maybe you have a little shoe envy with the guys in your life, it's a chance for you to explore classic shoes and have the joy of wearing something feminine but serious, something that's going to go with your suit. And especially if you're a woman in business, a politician, somebody who is working and trying to keep up with the guys when you're going long distances to walk to a restaurant, for example. There's numerous examples. These shoes are going to solve a lot of problems and keep you super stylish in the process. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'd love to hear from the guys and the women. I'm sure there's more that we can learn too, and we're here to listen to you as well as share information. So until next time, cheers.